Good morning, YouTubers. How you all doing? This is your boy Ali with you, Maxwell. Let's get into this live video and help my channel to grow, get new subscribers, new viewers, clicking from all over the world. Yeah. Yeah, welcome. All new audience, what's up? How is everybody doing today? How is your day? Let me know in the comments below. How you all doing? அதெல்லாம் இன்ஷூர் பண்ற இந்த உலகத்துல இத இந்த லவ் இன்ஷூர் பண்றதுக்கு ஏதாவது வழி இருக்குதா? ஆனா இப்ப இருக்கு. லவ் இன்சூரன்ஸ் கம்பெனி யார் கூட சேர்ந்தா நாய்ஸ் நீ ஆப் கண்டுபிடிச்சு சொல்லு. ஏன்னா ஆட்டன மாதிரி லைக்னால நான் சந்தோஷமா இல்லைன்னு ஒருத்தன் கையத்துக்கு சொல்லிட்டு Hi, this is White Plastic. நம்ம லைக்கோட வாய்ஸே அவர் தான் சார். லவ் இன்சூரன்ஸ் கம்பெனி உங்களை யார் கூட இருக்கிறது. அவர் லைக்லயே இல்லையா சார்? ஏன் இல்ல சார், நான் பசுமை உலகத்துலேருந்து வரேன். ஓ யா அந்த ஸ்டூபிட் பிளேஸ்ல இருந்து வரீங்களா நீங்க? யாரும் மூச்சு பார்த்தும் பேச மாட்டேங்கிறா. நான் நோமோபோபிக் பொண்ணாது நம்மளதான் நம்ம அப்பா பதவி வந்துக்கிறானோ ஆனா அதுவே போட்டாலும் வந்துச்சு. நீமா எனக்கு அது எப்பவுமே ஹாப்பியா பார்த்துட்டே இருக்கு. அதுக்காக என்னென்ன லைக்கு என்ன தெரியும்? லைக்கு எல்லாம் தெரியுமா? என்ன கதன்னா ஒயிட் வாஷும் தீமாவும் சேர்றதே கூடாது. எனக்கு தெரியும்டா, நான் அவளை ஓகே பண்ணிட்டு முதல்ல ஒண்ணு தூக்க. நீ ஒன்னா பிராக்டிஸ் பண்ண ஒன்னா எனக்கு இப்படி தூக்கிடலாம். ஆனா தீமா கிட்ட என்ன தூக்கவே முடியாது. கண்ணை தொடணும்னா ஸ்டார்டிங் எல்லாம் தொடணும். இந்த லவ் மட்டும் இருந்தா பத்தாது பாஸ். என் விட்டு வேறவனை விட்டு போலாம் இல்லவா? போயிட்டு முதல்ல வந்து ஜாதியில ஒத்துக்கல, ஜாதகத்துல ஒத்துக்கல, வீட்டுல ஒத்துக்கல, நாட்டுல ஒத்துக்கல, ஊர்ல ஒத்துக்கல, தெருவுல ஒத்துக்கல, அப்பா ஒத்துக்கல, ஆத்தா ஒத்துக்கலன்னு சொல்லியிருந்தீங்க. இப்ப ஆப் ஒத்துக்கலன்னு சொல்லி பிரேக்கப் பண்றீங்களா? டிசைன் யோசிப்பீங்களா எப்படி பிரேக்கப் பண்ணலான்னு?
இந்த ஒரு ஸ்கொயர் ஃபீட் கரெக்டா இருந்தா சுத்தி இருக்கிற மொத்த ஏரியாவும் கரெக்டா தான் இருக்கும். Landing in a new...
You just said earlier, it said perfectly clear. It said perfectly severe thunderstorm. We're on an island in which the...
Sense 9 clinical repair starts working from within the first 2 minutes. It helps repair the teeth.
Today I'm going to be showing you how to go from being dead broke as a level 1 to making over $15 million a day in GTA Online. You want the cars, the jets, the best paying businesses, and the passive income streams making you millions of dollars in the background, but you just don't know where to start? Well, don't worry. In today's video, I got you covered. I designed this guide step by step so you know exactly how to make $15 million a day starting from a level 1. And it's not just about making fast money. It's about making the right investments that are going to set you up for success long term. So follow along from start to finish as we go from level 1 to making over $15 million a day, that we can scale up into a money-making empire. So drop a like and let's jump into it. Starting off, we're going to be given $4 million and we're going to be choosing our criminal career path on the expanded and enhanced version of GTA 5. Now, we're going to be forced to spend at least 3 out of the 4 million before we can start. But don't worry, I got you guys covered with the best criminal career path to take right from the start. Now, I know some of you may not be on the next-gen version of GTA 5, but rest assured, you will still be making $15 million a day by the end of this video. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do when you get met with this criminal career path screen is you're going to want to go with the nightclub owner option. Now, most people go with the gun runner option. This is not a bad choice. There's really no wrong choice here between gun runner or nightclub owner. However, the other 2 options, biker and executive, do not pick these starting out. These are going to be important later on, but these are not going to help us make any money early in the game, especially starting at level 1. Now, gun runner and nightclub owner, both of these generate passive income right from the start. However, I think the nightclub owner is the better option because you are going to be making $50,000 in the background every 48 minutes without you having to do anything at all. This is going to give us the ability to focus on our other money-making methods that are going to allow us to buy all of these other businesses here later on. The nightclub is arguably the best passive income business in the game, so we might as well start off with it. Now, for the nightclub, the location I went with is the Vespucci Canals location. It's a very good centralized location. After that, you're going to want to go with the Omega upgrade for $563,000. It comes with a free staff upgrade, which makes our nightclub popularity take longer to dip. That way, we're making the most amount of passive income profit per day. After that, for your vehicle, you're going to want to go with the Haku Chow Drag. Yes, that's right, guys. By going with the nightclub path, you can start off with a free Haku Chow Drag, the fastest land vehicle in the game. So this is essential for making $15 million a day because of how fast we can move around the map. I'll also be showing you how to equip it with a free HSW upgrade worth over $1.4 million. After that, for your weapons, just select them all so that way we go just under $1 million. So that way, at level 1, we're starting off with basically $1 million. Also, a lot of these are very important, especially the compact grenade launcher, so make sure that you have all of these selected. So now it's time to create your character and start from level 1.
See you soon, bruh.
So now that you're fresh out of jail, it's time to prove everyone that you were locked up with wrong and start making $15 million a day. Then remember there were some pesky ballers talking crazy, so we had to go handle some business first. After that, we headed over to the nightclub where we would listen to Tony Yap for about 10 minutes, and then we would do some of the most painfully long setup missions of all time. But once you're done doing all of these tedious errands for Tony, it's time to start making some real money. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to your phone and you're going to want to claim all the free vehicles available to you in these different websites. Now, I highly recommend if you're going to claim any of these, definitely make sure you claim the Duke of Death. The Duke of Death is basically like an armored Kuruma, but instead of 4 seats, it's 2 seats. And it's basically impossible to get shot when you're inside. Now, if you guys were not able to get the Haku Chow Drag because you're not on the expanded and enhanced version of the game, make sure you buy the Bati 808 301RR from the Southern San Andreas Autos. So once you've claimed your free vehicle,
Yeah.
it's time to go to
What's
Our
up?
Vehicle here on the map. This is going to be how we get our free...
Hi, King Lee, what's up? I'm watching GTA, how to make money, how to get money online. I got GTA account.
After that, you're going to head into the LS party here on the map. Once you get there, you're going to be watching an unskippable
Alright.
cutscene with some knockoff Fast and Furious characters. Now, once the cutscene is finally over, you're going to want to watch here, and you're going to want to buy a membership for $50,000. Once you've bought the membership, you will now be able to access the HSW upgrades. So just go back to your bike and access the HSW vehicle workshop, and you'll notice on your HSW upgrades that your HSW upgrade for your Hakuchou drag is completely free. So you're getting a $1.45 million upgrade for absolutely free, making this the fastest land vehicle in the game. So now that you have the fastest land vehicle in the game, it's time to use it to make some money. So head to the HSW time trial on the map, and then as soon as you start it up, you're going to want to mark where the gold mission marker is on your map, so that way you can see the exact route. After that, you're going to want to complete the HSW time trial for a quick $250,000 profit. Now, HSW time trials are once per week, and normally with other vehicles, these would be a lot harder, but with the Hakuchou drag, we can complete it on the first try for a quick $250,000. Now it's time to keep that momentum going by heading to the normal time trial on the map. Again, these locations are going to be different for you because they change every single week, but they're easy to complete with the Hakuchou drag, and they pay $100K each time, which means that after just 2 time trials, we're already at $350,000. Now it's time to make our next investment, which is going to be in our weapons. Head to the nearest ammunition and buy your grenades, your sticky bombs, and a homing launcher. Also, make sure you get a machine pistol with a suppressor on it. Now it's time to start making some serious money. The first thing you're going to want to do is head to the A on your map, so that way we can start the No Way Out missions, which are going to pay us nearly $650,000 every single time with just a 48-minute cooldown. Once you get there, you're going to be picking up a payphone call from Avi Schwartzman, who really doesn't like the driverless taxi business, so he's going to send you to the No Way Depot. All you have to do is just park your drag right outside, walk into the garage door, and then pull out your silenced weapon and immediately start taking out all of these guards one by one in the exact order that you see here. Just make sure you stay undetected, because if you alert the guards, it'll spawn a second wave of enemies, which makes this take a lot longer. Now, once you take out the last guard, immediately take out your stickies and then throw one onto this No Way Out taxi, then hop in the No Way pod right next to it. After that, mark this location on the map, which is near the Little Soul Skate Park. But before we go there, we're going to want to knock out the bottom 2 objectives in the top left. So the bottom 2 for me were knock down 5 pedestrians and perform 5 high-speed near misses. So that's what we're going to do first. So the first thing I did was knock down the pedestrians. And then for the 5 high-speed near misses, all you have to do is just drive pretty close to other vehicles until you reach 5 out of 5. Then for the last one, which is to maintain a speed of 50 miles per hour for 15 seconds, do that while you're on the way to the waypoint. That way, by the time you get there, you've completed the final objective. Now all you're going to want to do is park your taxi right here under this billboard, and then you're going to want to exit the pod, and then you're going to want to throw stickies on the remaining taxis inside and blow all of them up. This is going to blow up the original taxi you were in plus the billboard. And by doing this, now we're actually allowed to leave the depot. So just run outside and get on your Hakuchou drag, which is going to allow you to finish this mission so much faster than if you were to have to drive that slow taxi around the whole map. Now all you have to do is pull out your stickies, blow up the different taxis and blow up the different billboards, and then make sure you make the billboard on top of the Ron gas station on the south side of the city your final destination. And the reason why is because this one is the closest to the Avi's dead drop, which you're going to have to go to complete the mission. Now, anytime in these missions where you have to lose the cops, just head straight to the dead drop, because the cops do not spawn at the dead drop, which is where you're going to finish all these missions. Finally, once you complete the mission, you'll get a $30,000 first-time bonus. It's extremely easy. Now, for each mission, the location changes. So go to this next A on the map as fast as you can and pick up the phone. After that, we're going to be instructed to go meet the No Way contact. So just hop on your bike, head over there, and then you're going to want to hop in his ominous EGT, and we're going to drive him to the taxi depot. Once we're there, as soon as he hops out of the ominous GT, pull out your sticky bombs and start throwing them at these taxis. This is going to speed it up because usually we would have to wait for him to come out and blow these up himself, but if we blow them up for him, all we have to do is park right here, he'll run out and hop right into the car, making the process a lot faster. After that, we're going to have to lose the water level, so just follow this path you see me take here. You're just going to go up these mountains, and you can just keep going the same direction I'm going all the way till you're near the eventual waypoint. But as you can see, I lost the cops pretty quick, so I just hopped right back on the road and went straight to the hideout. Once you're at the hideout, you can immediately just run to this break room, where you're going to have to listen to this FIB agent yap. In order to make this yapping go by quicker, all you have to do is just call a couple of your contacts on your phone, and then it'll skip most of the dialogue. Once the dialogue's over, just start kicking out all of the no-way mercenaries as fast as you can. Make sure you're ready to spam snacks by holding down your weapon wheel button and then pressing up on your D-pad if you're a controller. That way, every time you're hurt, you can heal yourself up immediately. Once you take them all out, head over to the data center and then take out these 3 guys out front. Once you've done that, drive your Hakuchou drag over to this exact spot you see right here, and this is where you're going to want to park it for a fast getaway later on. Now, you're just going to want to run inside, and you're just going to want to take out all of these guys with the quickness. I highly recommend using something with an extended mag, so right here I'm using the Combat MG, but of course, an assault shotgun works just fine as well. Now, once you take out all of these guys, you're going to immediately start ripping out these hard drives in these 3 spots you see right here. Once you collected them, you're going to want to run outside and immediately turn right to where we parked the bike. This is going to allow you to skip all the enemies that just spawn in front of you, because you're going to be able to squeeze the bike right through these crates, and then you're going to be scot-free. After that, just be careful when driving through the roadblock, squeeze through on your drag, and then drop off the supplies in the Felon GT to complete the next mission. Now it's time to head to the next A on your map, which is going to be at LSIA. Once you're there, pick up the phone, and then once the mission starts, drive your bike down these steps that you see right here. And then once you get to the bottom, get off your bike and take out your silenced weapon. After that, you're just going to want to take out all these enemies that you see me take out right here. Just make sure you take your time. You're going to get faster each time you repeat these missions, but it's very important that you stay in stealth, because once you take out all these guys up top, all you're going to have to do is run over to the railing you see right here and then jump over it. This is going to skip all the enemies that you normally have to fight at the bottom of the stairs, allowing you to just go right into the no-way train and start the hack. Now, if you don't know how to do this hack, it's basically just multiplication. So on the top right, those 2 slashes going through the line means 2. On the bottom right, that 1 slash going through the box means 1. And in the middle, the X is 10. So 8 times 10 is 80. 7 times 2 is 14. 5 times 1 is 5. So that equals 99, which is our target, and just like that, you can complete it in about 5 seconds. It's very easy to do. So once you've done that, the train will take you to your next stop, where you're going to ambush this train pulling up. Now, there's only like 4 guys on this train, so just take them out really fast, collect their heads, run inside, and we're going to pick up this briefcase. Now, when we pick this up, some reinforcements are going to come in. So just make sure you take them out, make sure you're spamming your snacks. These guys have some pretty good aim. They can take your health pretty quick. So make sure you're using your snacks. Take them out as fast as you can. Run up to this cargo crate, open it up, and hop on one of these bikes. Now when you hop on one of these bikes, I highly recommend opening your interaction menu, going to health and ammo, and pulling up your snack menu. Just keep this pulled up and take your time driving through. You don't have to overdo it. You don't have to rush. You don't want to crash. Trust me. Just take your time going through. Whenever you get shot, just spam some snacks in that interaction. That's why we have it pulled up, so that way every time we get hurt, we can instantly heal. Once you get outside, go off that ramp on the train tracks, and now you're over here on the grass. And then what you're going to want to do is follow this exact path you see me take here. Now just stick to the left side of the water all the way until you get onto the main road, and then you should be scot-free the rest of the way to the Felon GT, where you'll drop off the briefcase. As soon as you complete the mission, head to the next A here on your map and pick up the payphone. This is going to be the longest No Way Out mission, but don't worry, I got a couple ways you can get this done very fast. Just follow along step by step. So what you're going to want to do is hop in the garbage truck and then immediately head to the No Way office. Once you get there, you're going to want to honk your horn outside, so that way they let you in. What you're going to want to do is park your garbage truck in this exact spot you see me parking in here. Make sure you don't pull out any weapons yet, because if they see you with a weapon out, they will be alerted. What you're going to want to do now is you're going to want to hop over this fence here onto the box, and then hop up onto this roof. Take out your suppressed weapon, and then take out the security camera, and then immediately take out this guard that you see right here. Now, what you're going to want to do as soon as you take out the guard, put away your weapon, and then you're going to want to pick up these 2 blue garbage bags and throw them in the back of the truck. It's literally all you have to do. It's extremely easy, and you should not alert the guards when you do this. If you do alert them, just take everyone out who's tailing you. That way, the next No Way Out office is not alerted. But if you want to get this done as fast as possible, make sure you stay in stealth. If you did it correctly, you're going to want to ignore the pop-up that tells you to disable the enemy garbage truck because we're going to be able to get in and out of the next No Way office before the garbage truck ever gets there. What you're going to want to do is back it in, honk the horn, park in the spot you saw me park there, and then immediately run up and take out the security camera. Then take out this guard, hop over the fence, and then take out this guard. Once you've taken out the 2 guards, immediately pick up these 2 blue garbage bags, throw them in the back of the garbage truck, and then get the heck out of there as fast as you can, because as soon as you hop in this garbage truck, your real garbage truck is going to be pulling up, but as you can see, we made it out before we got there, which saved us a lot of time. Now, you're just going to want to back in at this No Way office, run up to the guard here, show him your ID, and then immediately run around the corner here underneath the camera, and then immediately take out this guard, and then take out the camera. After that, you can run up to the key.
لما القلم يوقف بيني وبين عائلتي أحتاج بندور إكسترا حتى أرتاح من القلب القوي.
Pad and then hack your way in doing this extremely easy hack. Once you've hacked the keypad, you're going to go inside and you can just follow the exact route you see me take here. You're going to want to take out the guards in this order. The first one you're going to want to take out is this guy right here on the corner. Now you're going to want to go into this office. You don't have to take out this guard, but I always do anyways. And then your first set of documents are going to always be right here on this desk. After that, go out the next door inside the office and take out these 2 guards in this order that you see right here. I don't know how the other guys in here don't see what we just did, but I'm not going to ask any questions. Documents on the desk as fast as you can. And as soon as you get in the garbage truck, you're going to see that you have to ram or shoot this FIB fan that's driving by. What I like to do is I like to just equip my stickies, drive right up behind him, and then blow up the sticky on the van before he's ever alerted. Now the van is going to spit out some garbage bags, so immediately hop out and throw those into the back of your garbage truck because you're going to have a 4-star wanted level. Now when you have this 4-star wanted level, it's going to tell you to lose the cops first, but just ignore it. Remember, the cops don't spawn near the dead drop, so head straight to the dead drop, and then you're going to want to park your truck in this spot that you see right here. After that, just wait for the wanted level to go away, and then hop right back in the garbage truck, which is going to immediately end the mission. Once the mission is over, it's time to head to the next and final A on your map, where we're going to be doing the No Way Out finale. The first thing you need to do is make sure you set it on hard difficult. This is extremely important so that way we can make the most amount of money possible. This finale is going to also have an elite challenge tied to it that can make us an extra $100,000. But in order to complete the elite challenge, we cannot fail any hacks, we can't die, and we have to get 35 headshots. We also have to complete the mission in under 10 minutes, so we have to make sure we're moving fast. This isn't really hard, just follow along. The first thing you want to do is immediately run up and collect this hacking device, and then immediately run out onto the street, meeting the cop cars, so that way as soon as the cop gets out, you get busted and you get sent straight to the interrogation room. As soon as you get in the interrogation room, stand up and then go up to this bookshelf that you see me go up to here and pick up the book. What you're going to want to look for is the lock symbol and the color of the line connecting the 2 locks. As you can see, the color for me was yellow. So we're going to remember that, and then we're going to immediately pick up this pen and then go up to the keypad that's right next to the door. Now remember, our color was yellow, so we're going to cut the yellow wire to open the door and get out of the interrogation room. After that, sneak up behind this guard and take him out in stealth, and then immediately pick up his gun. Once you've picked it up, it's time to immediately start going for our 35 headshots. Make sure you guys are keeping count. Trust me, the first time I ever did this on my main account, I lost track of my headshots very quickly, so make sure you're taking your time and you're getting your headshots. You also want to be constantly monitoring your health, because remember, we cannot die for the elite challenge. So every time you get hurt, pull up your weapon wheel and then quickly eat snacks. So if you're on controller, you just hold your weapon wheel button and then you spam up on the D-pad. Now once you've gotten all of the headshots in this first room, go up to the computer and hack into the database. This is really easy. You just line up the gray lines on your screen. You should be able to complete in about 20 seconds, and once you're done with that, immediately run through the door, go upstairs, and start getting the rest of your headshots. Notice how I'm still using the normal pistol, and the reason why is because it's a one-shot headshot, but it's very weak to the body. It's also one bullet at a time, so I just find it easier to get my headshots with the basic standard pistol. Now once you're on the roof, of course, make sure you headshot the rest of the guards, and then hop in the Swift helicopter and immediately start flying towards Avi Schwartzman. Now you're going to get shot down along the way, so just let them shoot you down. After you've gotten shot down, immediately start eating snacks because you're going to be on low health from the crash. So make sure you go into this next part with full health because you're going to need it to headshot the rest of the enemies here. Now this is a part where it's extremely easy to accidentally die if you lose track of your health. I also like to immediately shoot down this Annihilator that pulls up just so I can solely focus on headshots without worrying about being shot by the minigun on the Annihilator. After you've taken it down, make sure that you headshot the rest of the guards here, and you will be well over 35 headshots. I usually end up being around 38 to 40 headshots, and then once you've taken them all out, immediately hop on this jet ski and drive straight to the boat where you'll pass the mission and you'll get paid $525,000 because you were on hard mode. Now for the Elite Challenge, you can see we beat it under 10 minutes, we didn't die, we didn't fail any hacks, and most importantly, we got over 35 headshots. We got 38 headshots, so that's the 4 steps to the Elite Challenge, which means we're going to get an additional $100,000, totaling out to $625,000. Now at this point, 2 in-game days have passed, so we got $100,000 waiting for us in the nightclub, which means it's now time to fast travel to the nightclub and pick up our nightclub safe earnings. To do that, we're going to change our spawn location to the nightclub and then join a new invite-only session. This is going to fast travel us straight to the nightclub where we're going to head straight up to the safe and then we're going to collect our $100,000. Now keep in mind, because $100,000 in there, like I said, that means 2 in-game days have passed, so you're going to want to make sure you swap your DJ to keep your popularity maxed out. Now to do this the right way, you're going to have to do one more setup mission. I know you're probably tired of doing setups by now, but trust me, it's going to be worth it. Go to the computer, and then you're going to want to go to Resident DJ and swap the DJ to Tale of Us. It says $100,000, but trust me, every time you swap DJs after this, it will only cost $10,000, because we're just going to swap between Tale of Us and Solomon. The reason why we're doing this is so we can keep our nightclub popularity maxed out without having to do any work. Basically, every time you swap your DJ for $10,000, it's going to boost your nightclub's popularity by half a bar. And because we have the staff upgrade, it's going to take 2 full in-game days for us to lose half a bar of popularity. And by keeping our nightclub popularity maxed out, our nightclub safe is going to be generating $50,000 every 48 minutes. So pay the first time fee of $100,000, pick them up from the airport, and then from here on out, to keep your nightclub popularity maxed out every 2 in-game days, just fast travel to your nightclub, go to the elevator in your office, go to basement level 1, and then run up to the computer and swap the DJ. By doing it here, you skip the cutscene that normally plays. Now, the next thing I did is I went to the nearest stash house, and stash houses are really good. They change once every in real life day. Basically, all you do is go in there, take out the thugs, find the post-it note, and then put the code in the safe. And inside the safe, usually what this is going to do is resupply one of your businesses. But because we don't have any businesses yet, it's going to pay us $30,000 in just a couple minutes. But speaking of businesses, it's time to go acquire our first business. And to do that, we're going to go to this bar on the map to start the Dax First Dose missions. Now, these guys are pretty wacky and these missions are pretty fun, but more importantly, we're going to be making a ton of money from them off first-time bonuses, and we're going to be able to acquire the Acid Lab for free, which is a passive income business, and we're going to be able to get that just by doing these missions. So basically, you just play through these missions, and you'll see every single time you're going to get paid a pretty good amount just from doing the mission, and then you're going to get a $50,000 first-time bonus. So you saw just from that first one, I got $70,000. From the next one, again, it didn't really take me too long, maybe 10 to 15 minutes. You pretty much just go be an errand boy for Dax, get paid another $20K plus another $50K first-time bonus. So after that, I've just played through the rest of these. As you can see, they're pretty wacky, and there's 6 total first dose missions. So you're going to get $50K for each first dose mission as a first-time bonus, and then you're going to get around $15,000 to $20,000 just for completing the missions. So they pay extremely well. Now, once you get to the final first dose mission, it's going to be called First Dose 6 off the rails, and this is where we're going to go steal the Brigade 6x6. And the Brigade 6x6 is what we're going to be running our Acid Lab out of. So you're pretty much just going to run through this mission. It really isn't too hard, but the one big tip I will give you here is whenever you are breaking into these crates, the enemies will not shoot at you. So Don't worry about mowing down each wave of enemies. Just collect the chemicals, hop in the Brigade 6x6, and get the heck out of there. Once you deliver it, you will get another $16,000, and then on top of that, you're not just going to get a $50,000 first-time bonus. You're going to get a $250,000 first-time bonus for completing the final first dose mission. That means in total, from the first dose missions, we made over $700,000, and we only ever have to play for those one time. On top of that, we also got the Acid Lab, which is one of the best passive income, if not the best passive income business in the game, for free. We just need to go set it up. So go to this location here on the map, and then once you get there, all you gotta do is take out a couple of security guards, and then you just gotta be a forklift driver, pick up the supplies, put it on the back of the truck, and then deliver it to the Freak Shop. Now the Freak Shop, this is basically going to be your new home of the Acid Lab. And what you're going to do is run up to Mud here, and then you're going to want to use all the money you just made on the first dose missions to install the lab equipment in the Acid Lab for $750,000. Now, if I were you, I would not buy supplies right away, because as of right now, the Acid Lab will not make us much money. We'll get more to the Acid Lab later, but basically, if you buy the supplies for $60,000, you will barely make any profit on it, because we need to get the equipment upgrade. And in order to get the equipment upgrade, we need to complete 10 Fooligan jobs for Dax. Now trust me when I say this equipment upgrade, it's not just optional, it's essential. You need it for the Acid Lab. So in order to do these Dax Fooligan jobs, you need to go outside, call Dax, and then you request the job. You can do one of these every 48 minutes, and you need to do 10 of these to get the equipment upgrade for the Acid Lab. Now, a lot of these are extremely easy, and some of them can be done in just a couple minutes. But unfortunately, because of that 48-minute cooldown, you really have no choice but to accept whichever one Dax gives you. And let me tell you guys right now, if you get this Crop Duster one right here, you may not have a soul by the time you're done with it. Not only does the Duster fly at like 2 miles an hour, and it's hard to get off the ground, but you're going to have a helicopter with an aimbot chasing you, forcing you to have to go pick up a second Duster at some point during this mission. This mission takes forever. Rockstar, can we please remove this from the game? Every time I start a new account, this is what I'm least looking forward to, is getting this Dax Fooligan job right here. There's also another horrible one that I'm not even going to show you guys, because then you're not going to want to do the Fooligan jobs, and you're not going to get your Acid Lab equipment upgrade. Now trust me when I say, at the end of the day, these are worth it. You may just end up like this at the end. But the one big tip I will give you to speed up this process is whenever you do request a job and it's far
Too much in GTA. I spend money, I did upgrade, I buy gun. Now I left with only 200k.
Until you blow it up. Now, what I
We need to make again money. And see this mission I unlocked.
First and last those missions, by the time you're done with all of them, there's 11 total, you won't be able to get the Acid Lab equipment upgrade. With that being said, it is now time to start the last those missions. And I'm going to make sure in between each one of these, like I said, that I am doing it's only 5 total. And you can get them done extremely fast, so they're definitely worth doing. You're going to get over 500k plus a free supercar. Now, for finale, if you want to complete this fast, I do see some people struggling with this. When you get to LSIA,
Come sleep here, dog. Come sleep here.
Off the big cargo plane before it even takes off.
Because this not
As you see,
like one time they see
that way, as
Picture.
soon as the cargo plane gets up,
large laptop like one time. See here?
and
And
then
not
you
come
can
like
crash
this.
right to the
There
cargo
like
plane
that.
and
Top
take
one
out the
time.
remaining enemies.
So you
Now,
feel
after
cold
taking
now.
out the
Allah,
enemies
me I do
inside
like
of
this.
the
I try
cargo
to
plane,
get the
you
sleep.
will have to take out a few
Only
waves
little, only
tops.
little.
But I see you sleep good.
What good?
But
In
once
this,
you've done that,
when
you
great
will
that,
officially be done
too much
with
coffee
all
you
of
buy.
the first and last dose
But by
missions.
this time
As you can see, we got over
you
600k
get
total just from the last
We
dose
need
mission.
to go shopping.
Like David, my room left.
We need to see
Right
it.
here on the map.
Shopping.
This is an extremely
My room
fast
still
race
like
supercar,
this.
and later
Very
on, once we
similar.
have an agency,
You
we'll
might
be able to
migrate,
equip it with a
But we
modern
have to
upgrade
save
and
money.
I migrate to my room left, bro. والله لا تذاكر.
Okay guys, peace out. That's all I got for you today now on the line. Tuning out.
More Parachute Defense Terraforms.